Hey, Shalom to the nation of Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak And again, I want to give double honor to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who's teaching us truth and sincerity, and also who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered four corners of the earth, which are you so-called Negroes, so-called Latino Hispanics, and so-called Native American Native American Indians. Salakia. You are the Lord's chosen people. All right. So I'm just going to do a quick lesson, about what's going on in these times. We're going through inflation, which is, also prophecy, but we also have, history of, inflation, because a great example was when we went through the Great Depression. It's all a cycle, We go through recessions, depressions. I forgot what the third one they usually call it, but it's a cycle. And right now we're hitting that cycle again. And schools don't really teach you that, but like I said, certain schools will, but they don't really touch upon it that much. Because like I said, with all this inflation, man, and how the world wants to work on the dollar, is now we're gonna see it's in vain. That's why you have to bring out this CHIP, because Esau came up with a plan that's not foolproof. Just trying to not just trying to debunk the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. An unequal balance. So I just want to bring out the book of Isaiah, the 19th chapter, the 15th and 16th verse, just to show what's going on in these days. All right. So let's get into it. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19 and verse 15. It says, "Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do." All right. So let's break that down. It says, "Neither shall there be any work for Egypt." Like I said, you can also put that spiritual Egypt, America. Even though if you're on a high pedestal, low pedestal, regardless, it's going to be hard to find work, man. You're going to be working like for, to make, you're going to be working double and still, basically the point I want to get to is going to be in vain, man. Because you got to like catch up, You might work to, you might wake, you might work, a $20 an hour job just to make, quota. But yet, in these times, you got to work double that, harder. You might have to put in double the work just for the same, the same profit. That's because just to make ends meet. Because like I said, we don't have gas coming in as we used to. Texas want to branch off from us. That's that recession. That's that recession. Then it gets into a depression, and then once all that start hitting, then it's going to be an inflation, man. Because things that you work for are going to be increased in price. All right. Verse 16 says, "In that day shall Egypt be like unto a woman." Shall Egypt be like unto a woman? Salakia. It says, "In that day shall Egypt be like unto a woman, and it shall be afraid and fear because of shaking of the hands of the Lord of hosts, which he hath shaken over it." Right. Because we're going to get into those times. We're going to be like a woman. When you look at a woman, she's fragile, And not like these women now that want to be just like, oh, I'm so strong when I'm man. No, the true nature of a woman is, weak, man, compared to a man. A woman, true nature is nurturing, but like this world just puts that vibration that women are equal. But and when it comes to like getting into the true nature, man, a woman is weak, you know. And it says, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hands of the Lord of hosts, which he is shaken over it. And like I said, these women, man, they believe they are the biggest, one of the biggest, genders that believe in the American dreams. Once they get into a high position, you know, they cleave to Esau and his ways, man. They get all happy for the position. They take pride in it. But once they see that they can't even work, have high positions, they're gonna tremble in fear. But these are the times to come, man. And like I gave you an example before, like I said, we've been in a Great Depression before. America's went through it. But, like I said, the churches, even the schools, they always want you to preach the smooth things and things that are beneficial to them. Like I said, not telling the children of Israel their true heritage, not going back to the times of the Babylonian captivity, the times of the Persian and Median captivity, and the Greek captivity, man. All that stuff you got to seek, And those are going to be times where it's going to be fearful. It's going to be very fearful. Like I said, people want to rely on that American dream, working, being a slave, when we got greater things. And like I said, it's mind-boggling in these days that, people have that mentality of wanting to be a slave, a house nigga, and living paycheck to paycheck. And that's not how we're supposed to live. And it's going to get even worse and worse. Like I said, baby formula, you can't get baby food. Things are going to get worse and worse out here. And it's not going to be, peace and safety, then this roughly paraphrasing is going to be, God. Sorry, Salaki. It's just, brain fog. But, it's going to be a sudden destruction, man. And then we have to like bring this out to warn our people, to prepare. Like I said, now we got to use wisdom. Also, this is also, me just telling, sincere, Akim, Aquaf, this is time for us to build up stock, be smart, man. Because, like I said, burning up, like, food warehouses, buying out farmland, you saw these elites, they got a agenda, So it's time for us to play it smart, man. And, the Lord is going to feed his sincere saints. But, it's also apply that wisdom, too. Once you get this wisdom, apply it, You just can't just know things and not use it. All right? But again, hope this video was edifying. Just want to give all honor, glory, and praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. And again, double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Male Souls teaching the truth and sincerity, also who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered four corners of the earth. Just want to get, hope Lord willing this video was edifying for you brothers. Hope, Lord willing this video was edifying. So again, I want to say shalom and on to the next video. Shalom.